following our sneak peek report about Monday's Rockingham County School Board meeting, where a group of black civil rights activists and leaders claimed they were verbally threatened by white males after speaking to the school board and addressing the posting of a racist meme by the son of Lynn Briggman, a Spotswood High School Guidance counselor. We have a more in-depth report to bring you. Activist and state coordinator for the National Action Network, Paula Peebles, traveled hundreds of miles Monday to address the Rockingham County School Board about the meme and theirs and Spotswood High School's inaction following the discovery of the meme's posting. In the meme posted by David and Lynn Briggman's son is a photo of the gorilla Harambe, who was killed at the Cincinnati Zoo after a child climbed into his enclosure. The meme reads, "R.I.P. Harambe, Black Lives Matter," essentially equating African-American humans to gorillas. Lynn Briggman and her son were not in attendance at the meeting, but David Briggman, the child's father and Lynn's husband, was, although he remained silent and offered no public commentary. Here is Ms. Peebles addressing the school board.
Be sufficiently suspended and or removed from Spotswood High School, where he has caused emotional harm and fear among students who attend Spotswood High School. Further, we recommend that Mrs. Lynn Briggman be removed from her position as a guidance counselor, and the principal, Robert A. Dancy of Spotswood High School, step down from his position in lieu of the fact that he failed to take any action.
Also addressing the board was Matthew Spiels, a member of the National Baptist Convention for Conflict and Resolution Committee.
People of the great Commonwealth of Virginia, we feel that you will take care of this matter, and we look forward to a meaningful resolution of this insensitive matter. Thank you.
What has shocked the community and the nation was what the activists say happened after they spoke at the meeting. Here's Mr. John Butler Jr., the community coordinator for the Harrisonburg-Rockingham County chapter of the NAACP.
Mrs. Peebles, who is the state chairperson for the NAN, and two of her constituents were being interviewed by the Daily News Record in the lobby of the school after the meeting. As we were being interviewed, we had two white gentlemen walk by and call us ignorant fools and told us that they were going out to their vehicles to get weapons and they would be waiting in the parking lot. One of the associates of Ms. Peebles did go outside. He was surrounded by several white gentlemen, and they requested his phone. They asked him to surrender his phone because he had videoed some of the parts of the meeting. He refused, came back in the building. The police was called, and we were advised to stay inside of the building until we could be escorted to our vehicles by the police. I really found the whole situation just a very sad situation to see adult men act in that nature when our sole purpose was to bring peace and solution to a problem that could easily get out of hand.
Mr. Butler said once officers arrived, they did nothing to address the threats.
Upon the police arriving, there was no efforts made to discover the people that did this accusation, the name calling, the threatening. They were simply allowed to leave in their vehicles and go on about their merry way while we stay huddled in the school lobby, possibly in danger. I've seen petty larceny criminals at a 7-Eleven be hunted down with more energy than was spent at these people who actually threaten our safety. So it was a real sad evening for something that we started out to be a positive thing.
As far as the meme goes, Mr. Butler offered this commentary.
I think the biggest thing that I observed, if not for my presence and the presence of the NAN, I don't believe the issue would have been discussed at all, which is frightening.
Mr. Butler said for now he is giving the school board the benefit of the doubt and a chance to properly address the issue.
The NAACP and the NAN were given an invitation to come to the superintendent's office to further discuss the matter behind closed doors, to try to find a solution, and to find out what actually is going to take place, what hasn't taken place, and find all the ifs and buts about the entire situation. So we want to be, in all fairness, we want to give him an opportunity to stand on his word and see this matter out to the end.
Breaking Through must note that the school board did hold a closed-door meeting that involved a personnel and student matter, but as of right now, Breaking Through has no details of the meeting or what took place therein. As far as we know, Lynn Briggman is still an employee of the Rockingham County Public School System, specifically at Spotswood High School as a guidance counselor. Breaking Through will continue to follow the developments in this story and report on any future action or inaction taken by the Rockingham County School Board or by the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office to address Mr. Butler's concerns. Now, thankfully, David Briggman did contact an employee at Breaking Through, and he let that employee know that this was, in fact, a post made by his kid. Thank you, David. In Rockingham County, Theodore Whitelow for Breaking Through.